Here's my favorite corner of my bedroom. I'm giving a GoPro tour to Fred at Korg Forums because he asked about scoring movies with the Kronos. I score low-budget indie movies like this, corporate videos, commercials, and I do a lot of filmmaking. Here's my editing station. There's my computer rig. And even though I have things like Sonar, I prefer to compose on the Kronos. Something about being right there, and it's got a lot of other tricks up its sleeve. I'm pulling up Adobe Premiere because I'm going to play a movie scene, and all the sounds are going to come from the E4K sampler, and that is going to be triggered by the Yamaha SY99 sequencer. I know you have one of those. 25 years later, this thing is still rock solid, so I'll press the start button when I see the movie scene, but all the sounds are here.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
So you get the idea. This movie was silent. Here we go. Movie is playing, and I will press the run button.
Is he dead? Is he dead?
You didn't say anything about killing him.
Do you love me?
Anyways, you get the idea. The sequencer is playing that sound back. And I've actually done that with a whole feature. I've MIDI sequenced it. All the sounds in it. So scoring movies and hitting musical beats is child's play for me. I just wanted you to get the idea of what I do with timing. Here, I'll do this scene. Hammerhead. I've got all these songs for this movie there. Because it's movie music, it hardly takes up any memory. And again, I'll press the button when it's the right time. So there's that. So basically, let's see. I want to get some of the dialogue in here. Actually,
I have to at least try to fit in. It's not
I
like
have the audio going through the Kronos mixer. So that way I can score it and listen to it and be quiet during the dialogue parts. So
it would convince you.
Kronos is like my everything for doing this stuff. Hey, let me put this camera over here. This isn't really a tutorial video, it's just a quick tour. But one of the other things I love about it that you just don't hear much about is the fact that you can multi-record something. So I can press multi-record checkbox, and I'm going to record a piano and the virus and a couple other channels of sound. So let me do that. I think I'm pressing about 6 or 7 multi-record buttons that I'm arming. I armed the tracks, but I didn't actually record them. But that would record. So here, you'll get the idea. Record right. How scary was that? I played it without recording it. So, anyways, it'll play all that stuff back. There, you get the idea. Okay, yeah, that's basically it. Let me grab this. So what I do when it's done is I'll go into like audio and sampling, and I'll save to disk, and I'll save it at 24-bit, and I will, here's select directory for disk, and then I will name that file, and it'll go right to my USB drive. This one's set to HD, but here's the USB, and it would go in there, and then I would just take this USB little guy here and put it in the computer and upload it to the filmmakers in Florida. So they send me these scenes via YouTube, and then I score them and upload them so they can just have them minutes later in Florida. I will also put the tracks in the timeline and oftentimes make sure everything's synced up on the more difficult ones. But that's basically it. That's how I do it.